But now it is time for Media Watch, and Deeptika Laurent is here with us in the studio. It's good to see you, Deeptika. We're going to start with a bit of rap, shall we? Eminem, of course. His video has gone viral, taking on Donald Trump with some choice language. People either love it or hate it, don't they?
That's right. More on the love side, it must be said, on Twitter. Although there are some of those conservatives who are coming out to remind us about all the bad things that Eminem has done. Anyway, the Detroit rapper unleashed his rage in a freestyle rap really against the U.S. president this week at the Hip Hop Awards. Let's take a look.
Plus, he gets an enormous reaction when he attacks the NFL, so we focus on that instead of talking Puerto Rico with gun reform for Nevada, all these horrible tragedies, and he's bored and would rather cause a Twitter storm with the Packers than says he wants to lower our taxes. Then who's gonna pay for his extravagant trips back and forth with his fam to his golf resorts and his mansions?
There you go. He's not really holding his tongue about any of the issues that he takes Donald Trump to issue with. Anyway, it's prompted a opinion piece from the New York Times that says that while Eminem is not the first artist to rail against Trump, nor is it the first time he's actually railed against Trump, he is a white artist railing against Trump, and as a white rapper, he reaches a different audience. This video has been viewed millions and millions of times, Laura, and it's prompted millions and millions of reactions on Twitter, as you can imagine. This user wonders whether Trump has a diss rap ready as soon as he finds something that rhymes with Kofi.
Excellent. All right, so that one's still doing the rounds. Let's stay in the United States because, of course, this Hollywood sex scandal just keeps getting worse and worse. I'm, of course, talking about the disgraced movie producer Harvey Weinstein. One actress after another coming forward to say that he harassed them or much worse, assaulted them as well.
That's right. And if you're looking for a growing list, in fact, a lot of the websites are doing these kind of growing lists. And sadly, Laura, just the list keeps getting bigger. Vox has put together a list of all the women who've accused him of sexual assault, sexual harassment so far. Now, the New York Daily News reports that New York cops have now reopened an investigation back from 2004 allegedly involving Harvey Weinstein and a woman called Lucia Evans. The case was actually dropped by the Manhattan District Attorney because he said police botched the case. This was back in 2004. And interestingly, shortly after, Weinstein's lawyer made a $10,000 personal donation to that district attorney. So take what you will of that. Now, naturally, this scandal is fodder for the cartoonists. Here you have a French cartoonist who says, "This is the magic of Hollywood, big budget, little scenario." Wow, so that's a bit cheeky. And of course, a man who's not unfamiliar with sex scandals makes an appearance. This is a bit bitter, to be honest. I'm not a huge fan of this cartoon. Here he says, "You're my idol. Can I have an autograph, Mr. Weinstein?"
That is, of course, Dominique Strauss-Kahn, the disgraced French politician who was also embroiled in a lot of sex scandals. Now, the other big development in this whole affair, of course, is Twitter's decision to suspend the account of an actress, Rose McGowan. She hasn't directly accused Weinstein, as I understand it. She's talking about another actor. Is that right?
That's right. She's been talking about
Ben Affleck.
That's right. She was talking about Ben Affleck previously. Anyway, this
was it. She used some choice language, didn't she?
She used a lot of choice language, but the reason Twitter is given for suspending her account is because allegedly she posted the personal cell phone number of somebody, and they say it breaches the privacy rules. But it has triggered the hashtag Rose Army, people jumping to her defense saying, why is Weinstein's account still active when she's been suspended? She's not guilty of anything that, at least according to them, and she still should be speaking out about it. This user says, "Shame on you, Twitter. Shame. This is why women don't speak up. We're often forced into silence." So very strong reactions.
And people are operating under the hashtag Rose Army there. She's asked people to speak on her behalf, hasn't she? Finally, I mean, when we're talking about a blow to feminism, this one has really upset a lot of people. This is the French singer Bertrand Cantat, isn't it?
That's right.
It's on the front cover of Les Enrocs, which is like kind of French Rolling Stone, isn't it? And a lot of people are really upset about this because, of course, what happened in the past. Tell us more.
That's right. Bertrand Cantat was a really well-known French rocker. He was convicted and sent to prison for beating his wife to death back in 2003. Now, the magazine Les Enrocs have put him on their front cover, and people are furious. People are really furious. Why has the magazine put a convicted killer on their front page. This user really brings a link to what's been a sordid week. Polanski, a big director, Weinstein, a big producer, Conta, a big artist. Their silence has given them an aura. And finally, just this tweet here from this user who says, why isn't this woman on the front page of Les Inrocks? That's Marie Trintignant, the woman that Conta was convicted of killing.
All right. A sad day indeed. Dipti, thank you very much indeed. Dipti Laurent there.